What is up, guys? Welcome. Crypto FUD. I am here finally. It's been a week. It has been a full week since we have streamed, guys. Well, let's just get into it, guys. So I'm just going to let you know I am exhausted. I am tired. If you guys can see from the thumbnail, I just got finished. Well, we just got power literally on 30 minutes ago at my house. Like, it's been insane. It's been a rough ride. I appreciate everybody in the Discord, everybody that's been reaching out, just checking up on me. Everybody knows, obviously, that I do live down here in Tampa, Florida, and we did just recently get hit with a brutal hurricane. I will say that. Probably one of the worst hurricanes that I've ever gone through living here in Florida. It was not fun, guys. It was not fun. Like I said, I just got power. It's been like going on 5 days without any power. It's been like 85 degrees during the day. It's just been insane. You guys know how I am with crypto and how I love to trade crypto all day. I hadn't even been looking at the charts because either I didn't have service or I was just so freaking exhausted from the heat, from just going through everything. I mean, we were losing all the food in the house, which is bare minimum compared to some of my neighbors that absolutely lost everything, right? I mean, you go a few houses down the street and there was trees on top of houses. Water was, completely inside the houses. It was completely, like, some people around me lost absolutely everything, man. So it's been a nightmare, guys. So I appreciate you guys, everybody that's reached out to me. Just kind of wanted to let you guys know, obviously, I am good. We're back to up and running. Obviously, let's get this money with crypto. You guys are going to have to tell me what I've missed in this last week. I really, honestly, like I said, I literally just got the power back turned on, and I was like, all right, let's go. Let's just get back on to streaming. You know, not going to be a long stream today, but we will cover some stuff. Bullish, what's going on, brother? Larry. Oh, man. I hope not. Bullish, bro, I appreciate you reaching out, bro. I really do appreciate you. Let me see something here. Make sure we're up and running. All right, we're good. Can you guys hear me, or did I lose power again? Alright, looks like we're good. I just jumped on the live. Alright, guys. Well, let's just jump in here. So, looking at Bitcoin right now, it looks like we're not doing bad. The last few days, we've been definitely seeing a nice little uptick. We're obviously going to cover what's going on. Right now, Bitcoin's sitting at around 63,300. You guys can see we have this chart up. This is where our support level is, resistance, all that good stuff. And you guys can see we've come up and we basically retested this 63,300 area. Looks like we've tested it twice and we're going on possibly the third time. I will tell you guys, when I saw the second move towards the to this spot right here, that's resistance, I thought we were maybe going to form some kind of a double top. But it does look like, obviously, you guys can see that we are going to be coming back up to retest that area, which is a very good thing, right? Obviously, we want to see us keep retesting these areas so we can break through. If you keep retesting it, obviously, we're going to break through eventually, right? You guys can see this is our basically up since pretty much back in the night from the 19th of September. So it's been about 3 weeks. We've had this area right here. I'm not going to call it a support level or resistance or anything like that, but it's been kind of a buffer zone where we have been finding somewhat some support, and then also when we fell below it, it was acting as some kind of resistance. And you guys can see, excuse me, as we did break down the other day to about 59K, 58,900 to be exact, we did run up, and I mean, this was a beautiful, beautiful V-shaped recovery right here. This right here is what you want to see, obviously, right? We saw this massive drop towards the downside, and then you see this quick move towards the upside. I mean, within a day, we jumped up 7.5%, basically coming right back up to where we were at. That's a bullish move right there for Bitcoin, pretty much telling us that, you know, we're definitely, you know, even though we did see this move towards the downside, we're still bullish for right now. And we're going to explain what's going on in the back end. Why are the markets kind of, you know, back and forth in regards to wanting to look like they want to drop, but at the same time, they look like they want to take off, and just something is holding us back, right? Looking at this other Bitcoin chart, you guys can see we've been covering this massive bull flag that's formed basically since March of 2024. About 6-7 months, we've been kind of teetering in this, you know, fallen channel right here. Obviously, I always call it a bull flag because that's exactly what it is, and hopefully it plays out to be a nice bull flag, epic bull flag. I think it's going to play out too. But you can see since March, right over here, since we broke out to this all-time high at around 73,900, we've been kind of just staying in this channel, going towards the downside. But what I will say is as of late, since the last few weeks, we did when we ran up. Right, you guys remember this when alts were going crazy just about 2 weeks ago. Bitcoin ran up only to about 66,500. We didn't do exactly what we normally do, right? If you see, we go to the top of the channel, we drop to the bottom, top, bottom, right? This time, since we broke above the top, we broke and we held around the 60,150 area. Remember the last stream a week ago, I kept telling you guys, we need to hold this 60,150 level, right? And that's exactly what we've broken, or we've found as some support. And look at this on the daily, this W pattern right here that's forming. Now you can see that we are retesting the top of this channel right here. So hopefully we could break above, right? We did break below, we broke above. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to get graphs of everything that's been going on, so just bear with me. But you guys have seen that we've broken above this channel a few times already, only to break below. Hopefully we can break above and we can stay above for right now. This is probably one of the only times, other than maybe right here, we did come up and we retested this area and found it as support. Every other time we broke below that support level, falling to the bottom of this channel. So just trying to give you guys some hopium. This does look like we have a beautiful W pattern that's formed. Hopefully this W pattern will play out. We'll break above this 64,000 area that we look like we want to come and retest somewhere around that 64,000, and then obviously break above. What we need to do is break above this trend. You can see that we have this trend line obviously right here at the top of the channel, but we could always form another trend line and just show you what we've been doing as of the last few months. Is we just cannot break pretty much above these lower highs that we're making, right? So what we want to do is we obviously want to see Bitcoin, and this is what I'm saying is not obviously what we want to do. What we want to see is Bitcoin break above these lower highs that we've been forming, right? Kind of to break out of this trend line to show us that Bitcoin is getting back to being bullish. And in order for us to really do that, to break above the trend would be somewhere around the 66,000, or where we came up before, 66,600. If we can break above that area, right, that technically, even though that's our last local high, that could break us out of the trend and possibly give some courage into the market, so where we could see Bitcoin possibly coming up and starting to retest 70K. We have not seen Bitcoin come anywhere near 70K in a very long time, right? The last time we hit 70K was back in July. And we slapped 70K. I mean, it was so fast you couldn't even have blinked. And we broke all the way down to 49K right after that, right? So, I mean, that was a massive drop right there. We definitely want to see us get out of this trend. Definitely, when we see that, that's when you're going to have some confirmation that we are starting to rally. Amor, what's going on, brother? Amor said, I'm glad that you're okay, broski. I'll have to rewatch the stream later. Getting dental work done at the moment. Also, Mog, MILADY, Myro had a hell of a past 2 days. I saw. Good luck with your dental stuff going on, bro. Jay said Hurricane Warrior, bro. Nah, not me, bro. Not me. From what I saw, what these people are going through, bro, I got the very least of it. I'm just telling you, I'm just so freaking exhausted. I really am, guys. I finally have air conditioning in the house. I'm like, oh my god, I just want to just sleep for the next 2 days. Thank you so much, Jay. I really do appreciate the kind words, bro. I really do appreciate it. So, yeah, just getting back over to Bitcoin is basically, like I said, we need to see us break above these lower highs that we've been forming. As soon as we see that, guys, that is when we are going to see some nice movement and some continuation in the movement. Instead of these swings where we run up, maybe hit 66, 65, 68,000, and then we get rejected. If we can break above those trends, I think we are obviously always going to see some retracement, but I would imagine that we're going to start seeing retracements at some of those higher levels at 66, 68,000 and start really retesting 70K here soon. So hopefully we can see that, guys. Hopefully we can see that. Looking at the crypto bubbles, you guys can see, I mean, what the hell did I miss in the last 7 days, guys? This SPX and this Nero has absolutely been ripping. If you look at the monthly for these two things, what's going on here? Who made money off of this? SPX, the SPX 6900, and Nero, which is on Ethereum. That's awesome, bro. 7,000% for SPX and almost 5,000% for Nero. These things are absolutely ripping. I can only imagine that this obviously is a DeFi project that's on Ethereum that probably just jumped into a lot of major exchanges. And SPX, I have absolutely no recollection of what the hell this is whatsoever. I swear, it's like you leave for a week, you come back, and I feel like it's like a whole new space. Like I'm out of the times right now. Tuan, what's going on, brother? What is going on, bro? What is going on, bro? But yeah, if you look at the weekly, like I said, you know, for right now, alts particularly are not doing bad. Just like I believe Moore was just saying, you know, a lot of these alts are doing very well right now, you know, holding pretty damn strong. Even while Bitcoin was dropping down the other day, when I did take a little peek and a little look, I'm like, these alts probably are getting smashed. And I'm looking at like Myro while Bitcoin is down, and Myro's like up like 20%. I'm like, damn. Like Myro's killing it. Let's see here. Let's pull up the 2 hour from Myro. You guys remember I was calling Myro. What was that, like 2 weeks ago? I was telling you guys I've been accumulating massive Myro down in these buy zones, and you can see obviously Myro, you know, nothing crazy, but if you were able to catch any of these plays like I was pretty much calling out, not financial advice, but just calling out, you would be somewhere around 90% up on your portfolio right now on just Myro alone. So definitely looking great. What is going on with the markets right now? Well, let's check it out. So Bitcoin takes another shot at 63,500 as China's vague fiscal stimulus deters capital shift. So China's highly anticipated fiscal stimulus announcement fell short of expectations, reducing the likelihood of capital flows into Chinese equities. Sorry, my neck's killing me. So Bitcoin made another push towards establishing a foothold above 63K on Saturday as China's highly anticipated fiscal stimulus announcement fell short of expectations, reducing the likelihood of capital rotation into Chinese equities. In a briefing on Saturday, Chinese Finance Minister Lan Foan promised additional support for the slumping property sector and embedded local governments, but provided little information on the government's plans to boost domestic consumption, which economists believe it's necessary to avoid a deflationary spiral in the giant Chinese economy. The finance ministry announced a higher debt insurance, but didn't disclose details on the fiscal stimulus, which could let the market down. So if you guys are living under a rock, obviously we covered this. I literally covered this like this freaking minute it dropped for China. You know, this was like 2 weeks ago. They announced that they were going to be, I think it was like 1.4 trillion or something crazy. They were going to be basically injecting into all the sectors of their economy to help stimulate this, right? And I told you guys when it happened, and we covered it plenty of times after in the last like week or two, that, you know, this right here is going to be a plus. I don't see it all going 100% into crypto, obviously, but definitely could be a big move because a lot of money could be pumping in to crypto. And regardless of where it goes, the fact that you're seeing a lot of these governments now starting to turn back on the money printers, could be bad for possibly inflation. But in the short term, just like we saw in 2021, we saw the markets absolutely freaking rip due to, you know, a lot of money being pumped into the U.S. economy at the time, and a lot of people just buying into a lot of riskier assets, you know, making, you know, us get into that bull run that we saw of November of 2021. So with that being said, this right here, obviously nothing but a plus for the crypto market as we continue to monitor that. Hopefully, like I said, I've been out for a week. I don't know exactly if it's gone down yet or what, but obviously we're still talking about it. So another thing I wanted to pull up, guys, is the fear and greed index. Looks like we're kind of hovering around that neutral area. Remember, we dipped into we dipped into fear probably about a little bit over a week ago, and then we've been teeter-tottering between fear and neutral. But what I will say is right now in neutral, what this pretty much is telling me is that there still is a lot of money that's sitting over on the sidelines, right? A lot of money that's sitting over in the sidelines that is waiting to jump in until there's confidence in the market, right? We've been talking about Bitcoin's dominance. We saw an all-time high, not an all-time high, but for this season, an all-time high for Bitcoin dominance. I believe it was around 57.5%, somewhere around there. Obviously, we have come down. We're at 56.7. But if you think about this, guys, just a week ago, we had dropped down to 56.4, right? So just that 0.3 tick towards the upside is telling me that people are kind of, right now, they're either staying on the sidelines from the market, from the crypto space, or they're maybe just putting their money or leaving their money into Bitcoin right now. And that's why Bitcoin's dominance is staying high. And if anything, it's starting to get right back up towards that 57%, which is very, very high, especially in 2024, where there's mass, altcoins, especially big altcoins like Solana. Ethereum's kind of been struggling, but, with Solana, you have, those other like 4 or 5 that are in the top 10 that are very dominant in the market, but you can see that Bitcoin is still holding majority of the market, majority of the funds that are in the market. So with that, like I tell you guys, altcoin season, we definitely want to see Bitcoin dominance come down. We want to see the market cap for all of the crypto space moving up. We even want to see, I say this, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like we're in a different realm now, but we want to see Ethereum's dominance start moving up as well. And we want to see Ethereum's price go up. Like I was telling you guys, Bitcoin or Ethereum jumps up towards over $4,000 and stays above 4,000, 4,100, where we have on the chart. That's when you're going to probably see some massive altcoins absolutely ripping and going crazy. But, I say that, but at the same time, I'm like on the fence 50-50, because that's what it always was back, come 2021 and prior. 2024, now that you see a lot of these, particularly altcoins, these big layer 1 projects that are really starting to compete with Ethereum, I think that we could easily see altcoin season, be in effect, and Ethereum's dominance maybe not that high like we're expecting. Maybe Ethereum's price is not breaking all-time highs or anything like that. I'm not saying that Ethereum's going to do bad or anything, but what I'm saying is that there's so much competition now with layer 1s particularly that, with Ethereum, we might not see that $20,000 Ethereum that everybody's been calling. I do think that, Ethereum is going to break all-time highs here eventually, but just the way you guys have seen in the last year, Bitcoin making all-time highs, right? Ethereum did not make all-time highs. It still has not made all-time highs. That right there is just telling a story on its own, pretty much telling us that, Ethereum is still number 2. It's still the cream of the crop for altcoins, but at the same time, there's a lot of competition out there right now that are eating away of, the money that would normally go into Ethereum during a bull market is going into a lot of these bigger projects like Solana, right? Like Solana. And you have a couple other projects. I mean, look at Tron. Tron just jumped up into the top 10. You have Toncoin struggling right now, but I do think that Toncoin is going to come back around as well. And there's a lot of up and coming like Sui and, a few other layer 1s that are really starting to chip away from Ethereum and even, possibly Solana, honestly. So we'll definitely have to see how that works out. But, today, guys, I didn't expect to be on here for too long. I really didn't. I just wanted to come out and just let you guys know that obviously, if you've been in the Discord, I survived, obviously, right? I didn't think I was going to not survive the storm. I think mentally, I still haven't survived because I'm telling you guys, if you haven't never been through a freaking hurricane, and I don't mean like a tropical storm or what we normally get in Tampa where the storms kind of brush by us and maybe we'll lose power for a day. Nah, this one was so different. It was so different, guys. Like I said, I saw, our community really take a big hit. So, I mean, it's been definitely eye-opening. Been through a lot. Like I said, we had generators and stuff, and we couldn't even get gas, right? For the last like 5 days, we couldn't even get gas. Food, everything was just, it was scarce. It was getting bad. Finally everything opened back up. So if you guys can tell, I'm just like beside myself still. Tomorrow I'll wake up. I'm going to get some good sleep tonight finally. I've been sleeping in 80-degree weather. Put it like that. But tomorrow I'm going to be right back up and running. I still owe my members only stream, so we'll see how that plays out, because I do still want to come out tomorrow with just like fully slept and come in and just be my normal self and us, kill it on our streams like we normally have. So, but this isn't a cry for me or pity me for anything like that. This was just a holy crap. I'm sure you guys living up north are going to go through some stuff similar with winter and stuff like that, but it was a crazy experience. I actually have a lot of footage that I'm going to be posting as well that I just want to show you guys. I know it's not crypto related, but just show you guys, what it's like to go through a freaking hurricane down here in Florida. And this actually was our second hurricane in the last 2 weeks. People around here that aren't from Florida are like, I'm moving, I'm leaving, I'm going back up north and stuff like that. And I don't blame them. It's gotten to be like where you're like, holy crap. This last storm, I'm telling you guys, was just this right here tested your limits. It really did. It really did test your limits. So, Khalil, I appreciate it, brother. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. So, I'm going to go get some sleep. It's 7 o'clock where I'm at. And I'm telling you, I'm going to get some sleep. I'm going to just chill. Freaking got air condition finally on after 5 days, bro. Like, it was bad. They were telling us it was going to be weeks. And finally, they were able to get it turned on. So, shout out to all those airmen. Shout out to all those electricity guys, those linemen out there, bro, and just everybody. We had listen, the next day after the storm, right? It hit at night, and I'm talking about it was insane. Like, you heard trees just falling everywhere. It sounded like a freight train, right? The next day we come out, there's no electricity, obviously, right? It's pitch black. It's like 6 in the morning, and you can see all the neighbors just coming out of their house, just like, oh my god. It was insane. The National Guard was in freaking in tanks and stuff like that rolling down the street. The water was like all the way up like 5 feet. It was just absolutely insane to see. That's when I came out, I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, I knew it was bad, but I was like, when I came out and saw what actually happened outside and stuff, I was like, OMG, I can't believe that Mother Nature could create a storm like this. It was basically like that they have tornadoes or like F1, F5, tornadoes. Obviously this wasn't F5, but this is like an F1 tornado, like 150 mile per hour winds for 8 hours straight, right? So I'm talking about just like it sounded like the house was going to collapse plenty of times is what it sounded like, And then when everything goes dark, you're just like, oh my, everything is just like, holy crap. You can't, there's nothing. There's no radio, like everything. The cell towers are out, everything. It's insane. It was apocalyptic for like 3 days after that. So, but like I said, guys, that's pretty much all you're going to hear from me about the hurricane. I just wanted to come out and just say thank you guys for everybody that reached out. I know this wasn't a normal stream. We will be back up and running tomorrow, and obviously for the rest of continuing on, absolutely killing it. And I will tell you this before we go, going through what I went through makes you appreciate, honestly, the stuff that we take for granted, like electricity, running water, the internet, right? Your family, just your normal routine in life, right? You guys know I go to the gym every day. I had like just your normal routine that you normally can't, that you normally do every day, right? Someone stops your routine and it just throws you all out of whack, right? And you're like, well, it's only been a day. You start going on a week and you're like, holy crap, like it just starts mentally playing on you. So like I said, I knew like I was going through it because I wasn't even really cared about what was going on in crypto. Like I had so much other things to worry about, like freaking getting gas for a generator, right? Stuff like that, so I could put electricity on for my family, and stuff like that, and all just food and just, it was just insane. It really was insane, guys. So I'm here, I'm back. Let's get it. We can continue this bull run. Bitcoin, you can start moving. We are back. No, but we will continue everything, like I said, tomorrow, guys. Again, I do thank you guys so much for everything. I really do. Just reaching out, whenever I did get service and I looked on the Discord, I was like, wow, I appreciate everybody that just, took the time and just reached out to me. So thank you guys so much. You guys have a fantastic night. Like I said, tomorrow we will be back up and running our normal stream. So other than that, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. See ya.